right, guys, we are live. How's everyone doing? I am so sorry for the late stream tonight, but I promise this is going to be a quick and easy app that will have a lot of useful purposes for my fellow programmers out there. So today what we are doing is creating an encrypted messaging app using Laravel and Vue.js. Mostly Laravel. Vue.js is we're just doing the quick and easy front end. So we're going to be using the Laravel encryption package. But before I get into all the details, don't forget to hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner if you have not already, as well as please like and share this video. If you have any questions, you can feel free to use the chat on live. Feel free to leave a comment or message me directly on social media. So, like I said, today we're going to be doing an encrypted messaging app using Laravel and Vue.js. The premise is basically anybody can go on this app. They can send a message. They can put a message. They can put an email address, and they can put a passphrase. Okay, and it sends that. It encrypts the message. It uses the built-in encryption with Laravel, and on top of which we're putting a middleware layer where you have to have the passphrase before it even before it even calls the decrypt function. So it's basically two steps of security. So it sends the message to the person in the email. They click the button to go to it pulls up the web app. It shows them the encrypted message. They type in the passphrase, they hit the decrypt button, and then it will decrypt the message. Pretty simple. So Laravel's encryptor uses OpenSSL to encrypt AES 256 and AES 128 encryption. For those of you who don't know those algorithms, they're basically very popular secure algorithms for encrypting data, and it's what's actually used on SSL. So when you go to websites like https :// you know, it's using SSL encryption. You are strongly encouraged to use Laravel's built-in encryption facilities and not attempt to roll out your own homegrown encryption algorithms. All of Laravel's encrypted values are signed using a message authentication code, or a MAC, so that their underlying value cannot be modified once encrypted, which is very important. You obviously don't want people sending you modified messages trying to phish you or what have you, or put viruses on your computer. So the first thing you have to do before you can use Laravel's encryptor is you have to set a key. But since if you're creating a new Laravel application, your key is automatically set. However, if you are cloning this repo, which is already on GitHub, github.com/mastershake08/Laravel-encrypt, the link is actually in the description below. But if you are cloning the repo, then you have to use the PHP artisan key generate command. But since I've already done that over here, we're not going to do that. So basically, we're only going to have one model, okay? Because we're not even going to do this. Is going to be completely anonymous. So no, sorry about that. No sign-ins, okay? Now we are going to use the Laravel auth generate or make auth function, so we can just get some of that scaffolding with the Bootstrap and the Vue.js or whatever. But then we're going to get rid of the routes and the links for registration up at the top. So, like I was saying, I'm sorry, we only have one. We only have one model, and that model is the message model. Okay, the message model is going to have only a few attributes. It's going to have a message field, which is going to be a long text. It's going to have a passphrase field, which is going to be a string, and is going to have an email field, and this is going to be for the email address that it is sent to. So like I said, if I'm already here, and as you can see, I already have created the application. I haven't done any of the modeling or anything yet. So, but I just created the application. So let's go ahead and create the model. PHP artisan make model -m, because we're going to pass a migration to create the model, to create alongside the model. And we're going to call this message. The environment file is invalid. Contains spaces. Oh, my bad. Save. Sorry about that. All right. Cool. So we now have our model and we have our migration table. Let's head over. Let's go ahead and make the fillable. And we're going to do message, or we're going to call it content. Let's call it content. Content. And let's call it, yeah, passphrase. And we're going to also make this we're going to make this notifiable. So we're going to use the built-in notification class. Let me go ahead and just copy that. And email. We're going to paste in this notifiable. Use notifiable. Save that. And that way, when we get this email, we can call notify on the message on the model, and then it'll send, and we'll use that to send our emails. Got it? Good. All right. Oh, don't need that anymore. If I can get rid of it. All right. Now let's head over to the migration. And like I said, we're going to have a long text, or yeah, long text, and we're going to call this content. We're going to have a string. I'm going to call this passphrase. Okay. And then we're going to do another string, and we're going to call this email. All right, so save that. Let's head back over PHP artisan migrate. And then, like I said, I'll go ahead and add it. Go ahead and do the PHP artisan make off. So it does all the scaffolding. And then let's go back here before I forget, because we actually don't need, we're not going to be doing logins and all that. So just get rid of that routes. And then we're going to head over to layouts. We're just going to get rid of all of this right here. And that's all those are all the authentication links and everything. And then let's head over to the home controller, and instead of returning, or I'm sorry, actually I think it might just be right here in the routes. Yeah, we're going to return home instead of welcome. All right. Yeah. Okay. So Homestead didn't provision right. Hold on 1 second. Let's exit out. run the vagrant provision. All right. So while that's rerunning, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create the controller, the message controller, and it's going to be responsible for storing for basically we're just going to do the store method, and we're going to do the and then the retrieve. No, not. Well, we need to do retrieve to bring up the view, but then we're going to have another function called decrypt that's actually going to decrypt it, and it's going to take in the passphrase. All right, cool. Let's see, SSH. Well, wait, before I do that. Awesome. All right, so let's do vagrant SSH. So thank you to everyone who's watching right now. You guys are real. So let's head over to the programs and then Laravel encrypt, or actually I just called it encrypt machine. And let's create a RESTful controller. Yeah, let's go ahead and create a RESTful controller. So make controller resource. I'm gonna call this message controller. And guys, don't forget, if I'm going too slow or too fast, or you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to use the chat, or if you just want to drop a line and say hi. Appreciate it. So, all right, so we created a controller. Let's message controller. So first thing we want to do is we want to import our new model. Let's do the store. So just keep things simple. We're going to do message equals message create. I'm going to go ahead and do content request content. We're going to do passphrase request passphrase, and then we're going to do email request email. All right, and then after that is saved, we're going to do message notify new. I need to create it real quick, but new message created, and then we're gonna pass the message. All right. So let's create this notification real quick. PHP artisan make notification. What did I just call it? Message created. Is that what I called it? Yeah. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and import that up here at the top as well. So we got use app notifications / message created. All right. Cool. Return response. We're going to do JSON response and return message. Cool. And then the other thing we need to do is do the my bad. The other REST function, resource function we have to do is the show. So we're gonna do message equals message find or fail ID return response. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I guess I can go ahead. I can do, I can just make it a built property or something. All right, let's return view. Let's call this let's call this message. Nathan Parker, what am I doing exactly? So right now what I'm doing is I'm creating an application to do encrypted messaging, anonymous encrypted messaging. So right now what I'm currently doing is creating the controller. So that's the part that's going to handle all of the logic for the backend code that's going to actually show the messages. So this is how you're going to send the messages, show the messages, and decrypt the messages. So we want to return, actually we're going to make this an array. All right. And then finally, we want to make one more function called decrypt. And this is going to take an ID and the request. So the first thing we're going to do is message equals message find or fail ID to do the lookup. And now we're going to do actually, before I do this, I need to import, and we're gonna have to do some exception handling. So we'll go ahead and do illuminate support facades crypt. Yep, sorry, that was the wrong thing. Ah, shoot, that was the wrong thing. What the hell? All right, I need to do illuminate contracts encryption decrypt exception. All right, cool. Decrypt. All right, cool. So if request passphrase is equal to message passphrase, let's make this actually try, put all this in a try block. There we go. All right, if it's equals to the passphrase, then message equals, he says I'm stumped. Oh man, that's funny. Well, what I know you are a complete noob to coding, so I wouldn't expect you to understand some of these more advanced topics, but you can definitely do it. decrypt message content. Return response JSON. Actually, I can just return message. I just realized something. This needs to be encrypt. All right, encrypt. There we go. All right, so because that way, in case someone grabs a JSON, they won't be able to just read that. So we'll need to decrypt right here, okay? So when we do the comparison, we need to decrypt the passphrase first and then compare the passphrase that the user supplied to the decrypted passphrase. Then you gotta decrypt the message. All right, so what happened? Let's see, so let's do a catch. And this is going to be a decrypt exception. And basically we just want to return response JSON E. All right. So that's it on the controller side. So then the last thing we need to do on the back end is create the API routes. So I'm just going to take the easy way out and do the route resource / what am I going to call this? Message. Pass in the message controller, and then we need to have another post called decrypt message /ID, and that's going to point to message controller at decrypt. All right, so let's run a PHP artisan route list. And as you can see, we got API message, API message, API decrypt message. So there's that. Now let us head over to the Vue.js side. Go to resources, assets.js, app.js. We're gonna call, let's rename example component. We're gonna call this, we're gonna rename this. And this is gonna be a message send component. All right. I'm going to say send encrypted message. We're just going to save that. Head over to app.js. We're going to do send message send. All right, cool. Now let's build this bad boy up. npm run watch poll. And while that's doing that, head over to home. And just go ahead and get rid of all this bullshiggity right here and go to send message. and then got to close that out. Send message. All right. That's still building. Taking a sweet old time. All right, 15%. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my email thing. Mail hog. So I don't have to do any offline testing. All right, cool, it built. And inspect, view. Okay. Unknown element, send message. Did you register the component correctly? Okay, send dash message, send dash message. Send message, send component.view. Okay. That's right. Let me try something. Div class equals form body, or no, not form body. I cannot remember the class name. Bootstrap forms. Form group. That's what it was. All right. Form group. And then let's do an input. Type equals email. Placeholder equals enter email address. And class equals form control. And let's save that. All right, so that built. Unknown element, send message. Try renaming. Message send. Send, save. That's really annoying. Let's see something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it did build. Chrome is just acting stupid. Bear with me. JS / LPS. All right. Gosh, why does this act like that? All right. Anywho, I'll just switch over to Firefox since it knows how to act. All right, so let's go back to building. So we have our email address, and then we need another one for passphrase. And we'll make this one a password field. Enter passphrase. And then we'll do a text area class equals form control. Oh, snap. Placeholder equals enter message. All right. We have data. So make sure I'm doing that right. Always get lost. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, it's in data function. Called message. Message is gonna be that. All right. So then we're gonna do a v model equals message dot email. V model equals message dot password. V model equals message dot content. Jim Denson, man, you are a genius. I appreciate it, fam. This is just long. This is practice. Years and years and years and years and years of practice. All right, so we got the message dot content. And then we need our methods. And then here we want to have the send function axios.post / message. And then we want to do this dot message dot then we got the data. And then we want to do, let's just console.log it. Dot catch error console.log error. All right, so let's start there. And then I need to go back to the message controller. All this needs to be I need to do request input, because I'm doing JSON. So I need to do message dot. Request input message dot. All right, cool. Is that done building? That's done building. Let's refresh the page. Oh, that's ugly. All right, I got such a pet peeve over that. I gotta fix that. Send. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there you go. I should send. All right. Let's X that out. Let's do another div class equals form group slash div, paste, rinse, repeat. Div class equals form group slash div val. All right, let's save that. Let that build. 25, 40, 90. All right, cool. There we go. All right, so we're going to do enter email address. Let's do Jyrone.parker@gmail.com. Passphrase. I'm going to do ABC1. Oops. ABC123. Hashtag B1. Always and forever. I realized I did not have a send button, so that's not going to work. And then I also realized I don't think we actually filled out the notification logic, and we need that. So why don't we stop what we're doing, head over to notifications, message create. All right, and then new, and then we're going to the to mail function because we're just going to do email. You have a new encrypted message you should have been given the passphrase, and then we're going to do decrypt and read now. Then we're going to do URL /API/message dot this message ID. Thank you for using the application, yada yada yada. We need to add a public message, and then we need to do, it's going to be an app message in the constructor. We're going to pass in a message, and then we're going to do this message equals message. All right, cool. There we go. Now let's head back over to the Vue.js side. We do need to add a button. So once again, we're going to do another form group. And once again, if I'm going too fast, let me know in the chat and I'll slow it down. All right. Button class equals button small button primary v on click equals send, and then boom, send message /button. And then we also, this needs to be /API/message. All right, now save that. It's building, it's building, it's building. Awesome. Head back over here. We're gonna refresh. I gotta do all that over again. All right, Jyrone.parker@gmail.com. We're gonna do ABC123, and we're gonna do B1 always and forever. Send before we do send message, let's do inspect element. Let's do console and let us hit send message. All right, error request failed with status code 500. Let's see, why did we get error 500? Response. Unexpected fillable. All right. So that's in the message.php class. Oh, there we go. Semicolon. Semicolons always get you. All right, let's try it again. Why did I get it this time? Oh, I'm dumb. Public. I still did need that. I would have got another error with that semicolon, but I forgot to make fillable public. Is this acting right now? No. All right. I don't know why the shoot. And I'm still getting 500s. All right. Email cannot be null. Email cannot be null. Email shouldn't be null. All right, it shouldn't be null. What's going on here? Message dot email. Okay, so that's this V model right here is message dot email. Okay. Response. It's grabbing everything but email. Okay. Message dot email. Message. Request input. Let me see if this is acting right now. All right, good. Hold on. All right, because there's a this has the Vue.js the plugin that lets me see what's going on. All right, so we got send message, empty object. Let's try Jyrone.parker@gmail.com. passphrase ABC123, message B, air content B1, always and forever. All right, let's try this again. Send. Okay. Network. Column email cannot be null. Let's see, headers. Payload request. Email password. All right, maybe. All right, let's try this. Argument 1 pass to app notifications. So it must be an instance of app notifications, app messenger. Oh, namespace resolutions. All right. Bow. Yay. All right. So this one went through. Sorry about that. What's the encryption level and will become a heavier app with high level? So it's using OpenSSL AES 256 encryption, or you can do AES 128. And I think isn't that a work factor algorithm? So that I believe that the more cores the computer has, the more powerful, the more resources, the higher, the better it encrypts. I'll double check that though. But yeah, as you can see, we have the content that's encrypted. We got the email, the ID, the passphrase. Now let's head over to MailHog, and we see we got a message created event. You have a new encrypted message. You should have been given a passphrase. Encrypt and read now. So it taking me over here. I should just make that message. Let's head back over to. I'm gonna do route get message /ID message controller at show. So let's try this again. New message. Oh, damn it. All right, cool. View message not found. All right, cool. I can live with that. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna head over to resources. We're gonna get rid of this, or not get rid of this, but we're gonna duplicate the home. We're gonna call this message. No, wait. All right. We're gonna call this read message instead of send message, and of course we got to create that component. And then Hold on, I forgot the syntax real quick. Message equals message. All right. And let's go over to assets.js. We're going to duplicate and call this message read without view. Read encrypted message. We don't need this email. We do need that. I'm just gonna call that password. Oh, wow. That needs to be password. Okay. Where was that? Password. I'm gonna call this decrypt. Decrypt. API decrypt slash props. This dot message dot ID. Oops. Plus. And then I need to pass in this dot password. This is decrypt. Created. We need in the creative function. We want to do this message equals JSON.parse this dot message. All right. Let's. Oh wait. Before we do that, we need to add this here. Is everything making sense so far, guys? Let me know in the chat, please. All right, so I'm building that. All right, let's try this again. Chrome on its crap again. I don't know why it does that, but when I'm in development mode, I have to manually, and it just works. It just happens in Chrome, but I do all my Vue development in Chrome. So when I make a new change, when I'm using the poll method for the npm build, I have to manually re-trigger Chrome to download the new version of the JavaScript files, and then it looks like it's not working. When in fact it is. Okay, that did build. Let's go to inspect. Oh, what's this? Let me see. What am I doing? Actually, I think I just need. All right, yeah. Okay, I know what I need to do. Let me just go back to message read. Okay, I'm gonna save that. And then in message.blade, we're gonna do vbind. Oops. Ah. Simple. I forgot to put this in parentheses. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So passphrase ABC123. Hit decrypt message. API decrypt. What did I make that to be? Route API decrypt dash message. My bad. And also, I think about it, I did make a change. I'm going to send a whole new message. Let's see, ABC123. All right, so we're going to send the message. It's going to head over to MailHog. Go over to MailHog, new message, decrypt and read now. We have here, we're going to do ABC123. And let's go ahead and inspect. And then it should come through on the console. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Fatal throwable error. Too few arguments to function decrypt. One pass and exactly two expected. My bad. Where is it? That message controller. It's going to be decrypt. Okay, what am I missing? What? Too few arguments. A message controller. Line 64. Oh, I didn't send a request. I'm dumb. All right. Message read. Okay. All right. I'm confused. What's going on here? All right. Okay. I did it in the wrong order. Where's that function? dependency injection. All right, now let's try. All right, cool. So we have this data here. Wait a minute, I didn't know how to turn it. Okay, it came back, but there's no data in there. Let me see. View. Let's see what happens when I do a debug statement. Okay, that don't make sense. API message controller decrypt. Okay. Try this. Message. Sorry guys, thought this would be we don't need this. Let's see, let's try showing a debug statement. I'm totally misspelled that. Decrypt message passphrase. Okay, so let's DD request. Ah, it's password. That's wild. That wasn't. All right, let's go back here. All right, let's let that build. All right, let's try this again. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. 500. Undefined variable message. Message. Potato. All right, now we got some data. Cooking with gas. Boom, message. So now what we're going to do with this is we're going to take this message and replace it with this message. And then we will be done. All right, so then we're going to do this dot message dot content equals data dot message, and that might work. I might have to do that. Oops. ABC 1, 2, 3. ABC 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I need to do that. We're gonna do var this equals that. When you try to use the this word inside of a promise, it messes. Stuff gets janky, so I always set this to that. Unexpected token. Oh, var that equals this. All right, cool. ABC 1, 2, 3. Decrypt. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm tripping. No, that message dot content. Triggering a change. All right, so it's changing, but it's not changing on the screen. second. Let me see. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna do another local date probably. MSG equals this dot message, and we'll just do MSG. Sorry if I'm confusing you guys. Unexpected token. Oh, duh. It's JSON. Oh man, I'm over here tired. All right, cool. So let's try this one more time. We're going to type in ABC123 decrypt. Bow. There we go. Got it up and running. This, my friends, is the power of encryption, decryption, decentralization, whatever you want to call it. So what have we built? We've basically built an application where we can send each other anonymous encrypted messages. So if you have something important you want to send, you know, let the person know what the passphrase is ahead of time. Send them the message, and you know, we're not storing IP addresses or anything, so it's pretty much untraceable. So let's go through this one more time. Head back. Undo lala@lala.com because we're the mail hog. We're gonna do, let's do secret key as the passphrase. If you are reading this, the answer is 42. Send a message. Oh, wait, we're not done. We need to alert the user after the message has been sent on this side. So let's go over to message send real quick. After it sends the data, we want to alert them. Message sent. All right, let's try this again. lala.com. Oh man, I don't know what happened there. But it looks like the last few minutes of my stream kind of cut off. So I'll just repeat everything I just said. I pushed the code up to my GitHub. It's github.com/mastershake08/Laravel-encrypt. You can pull all the code. It's actually bothering me. There we go. Save that. All right, so yeah, so you can fork the code. If you have any questions, hit me up on social media. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at MasterShake08. You can go to my Facebook group page. That is facebook.com/Jyrone Parker. And you can also drop a comment below. Follow my website, JyroneParker.com, for the latest tips and tricks. And as well, please do subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share this video. Give me the good, the bad, and the ugly as far as how this video went. Did you like it? Did you think I rambled too much? Did you think I was going too fast? Did I not do enough? Please give me suggestions. You will not hurt my feelings. But once again, guys, thank you for another episode of Jyrone Parker Live. Tomorrow we'll be on a tech talk, and I cannot wait to see you then make sure you tap that bell so you get notified. But if we don't have any more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Just in case, I don't know when the stream just cut off just now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one more demo. So we got an email address. We have the passphrase, which I'm gonna do. Let's do Samus from Metroid, and Nintendo is still the best gaming company. Send message. Message was sent. Head over to Mailhog. Decrypt and read. Like, oh no, it's all encrypted. Yeah. So let's do Samus. Let me check real quick. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to talk to you later. See you tomorrow.